system. It's powered by NIBS, that's the Nigerian Interbank Settlements Scheme. Now, with the e-dividend mandate management system, the dividends due to each investor is credited directly into his account. We have also begun very vigorous campaigns on e-dividends. We've done a number of roadshows, town hall meetings, and indeed we have also set a timeline for migration to e-dividend by all Nigerians. In other words, from June 30, 2017, we will not be issuing paper dividend warrants in this market anymore.
So if you don't migrate, then what happens? You lose your money?
You don't lose your money. Your money remains there. But when you migrate your account, all your dividends, including the outstanding dividends, will be paid into your account. So they will all be credited to your account. What we're simply trying to do is to make people realize that we're protecting their interest. It's actually your money we want you to get. Okay, so we're not happy about the state of unclaimed dividends where people's dividends are actually just hanging. Okay, so I'm sure you are aware that we mandated the registrars to pay back, to return about 90% of the unclaimed dividends that they were holding to the companies to invest for the benefit of shareholders. But our major, what would gladden us really, in the interest of investors who we are protecting, is for them to receive these dividend warrants. And that's why we're encouraging all Nigerians and foreign investors to mandate their accounts, provide the details of your current or savings accounts to the registrars, and then you can have your dividends paid into your accounts directly. Indeed, the process right now is that you can either approach your bank or the registrar. So it is easy. If you have a bank account with any bank, go to any branch of that bank. The forms are already available there. You can also download the forms from the SEC website, from the CSCS website, or from the individual company's website, the NIBS website as well. So you fill your form, submit to your bank, or submit to the relevant registrar, and that's it. You begin to get your dividends, including the unclaimed dividends that you already have.
So it's already, we've got like less than 2 months or so to the end of the year. Are you expecting to see more individuals, corporate organizations, for instance, more state governors, for instance, and even probably the federal government going ahead to raise sukuk? Because that's the basis for this conversation. That's where we started out from. And you've talked so much about how it's a very viable option to raise funds to run projects like infrastructure, for instance, and of course take care of some other issues with regards financing.
Yes, gladly the Commission has even received some applications from state governments for sukuk issuance. So we are processing those applications.
So you were holding that close to your chest. You want us to know.
I knew we would get there. So we already have some applications, and we're encouraging more states to also send in their applications. We're reviewing those applications, and there are things we need to do. We have to ensure that I need to just assure Nigerians that any security approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission is secure. So we're working on. We will ensure that sinking funds are created, that the State's Assembly also approves that the sinking funds be funded from the accounts of the state. The ISPO, the irrevocable standing payment order, is also one very important tool which ensures security of state government bonds generally, including sukuks, and we ensure that those are also approved by the Federal Minister of Finance. And the ISPO actually just ensures that in case there is a bit of default or failure on the part of the state government to fund the sinking fund appropriately, there will be direct deductions from the federal allocations to those states to ensure that returns and to the investors are paid and redemptions are also not defaulted upon. So there is assurance that we would have more sukuks in this market.
And everybody's eyes will definitely be on the Securities and Exchange Commission. Thank you so much, Mrs. Olubukola Rufai, Assistant Director and Head of Operations at the Securities and Exchange Commission. Thank you so much for coming on the program this morning.
You're welcome, Harriet.
Our Business Morning continues in just a moment. We're turning our attention to the markets after now. Stay with us. Welcome back. Closing moments now on the program. Let's quickly cross over to Customs Street, where the Nigerian Stock Exchange, of course, is located, and get a sense of where the market is this morning. Last week, we saw the market largely mixed, even though it ended at 1.77% facing north, with the all-share index at 27,835.22 and market capitalization at 9.56 trillion naira. All the sectoral indices ended the week in negative territory. Let's get the mood. Rotimi Fakayejo, equities trader and chief executive officer of Enterprise Stockbrokers, joins me now on the program. Good morning, Rotimi.
Good morning, Harry.
So, give us a sense of where the market is this morning. Mostly, all the market heavyweights took a hit as the market ended last week. Give us a sense of where the market is today.
Well, I think I'm delighted to that. I think he's getting better this morning, or he's looking good rather, because the market is 0.14% up. And we are seeing at least some stocks making a return to the gainers chart. First, we are seeing Nigerian Bureaus getting 1 naira 19 kobo presently. And we also seeing Guarantee Trust, which has been dropped all throughout last week, coming back on the gainers chart. And has already gained 40 kobo this morning. Likewise, one is still more now, we've seen a turnaround of 19 kobo this morning as well. But also the flip side, we've seen Guinness Nigeria PLC still going landslide and falling headlong. Right now, it's launched about 8 naira 62 kobo and is already trading below 80 naira. Likewise, Metapole and China oil. But also, one delightful thing is that we've seen results coming, and we have the United Capital have sent in their results. And I think if being the first to send, if the trend continues in this way, I believe definitely we will see a rebound of the market, maybe at least based on the fundamentals.
So
what we see right now concerning United Capital, I think it looks much better than what ordinarily would have been expected.
So, Rotimi, we had an early bird coming from United Capital, early results from them. Which other companies listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange are you expecting to see their results, and how much of an impact do you think it will have on investor sentiments, particularly towards those equities that will be turning in their results and the market on a whole?
Well, I think those that are not actually regular, we don't see any effect of the regulatory authorities for some of the quoted stocks having an impact on their results, since the results are not going to be audited. So we are expecting the banks at least to bring in their result this week, and also the likes of Nigerian Bureaus. And I believe that if Nigerian Bureaus and a few other highly capitalized stocks really are impressed with their results, I believe it's going to have an effect on the all-share index and the market capitalization.
Rotimi, thank you so much for joining me on the program this morning and giving us a sense of where the market is at the moment. Rotimi Fakayejo is an equities trader and the CEO of Enterprise Stockbrokers, giving us a sense of where the market is. Of course, the market is looking good, according to him. It's up 0.14%. We've got eyes on those numbers, and also we've got our eye on our poll. Let me quickly remind you what our poll question is for the week. Which products made in Nigeria by Nigerians do you use, or have you given as a gift? So you can hashtag clothes and jewelry, hashtag hair accessories, hashtag footwear, that is either slippers or shoes, hashtag bathroom supplies, and hashtag none. You can tweet at BizMorning or send us an email to businessmorning@channelstv.com. Well, the conversation doesn't end here, even though we're done for today. We actually had a no-show with regards one of our guests, the Director General of the Nigerian Manufacturers Association, Mr. Kwajafa Hama, who was supposed to actually talk about buying made by Nigeria. That's the focus of this year's Nigeria Economic Summit happening right about now in the nation's capital, Abuja. We do hope to have conversations on this issue going forward. It's just at the start of the week, so there's a lot to chew over. But I'm Harriet Agbenyi. Many thanks for spending time with me. Have a profitable day.